What's up, guys? Chat here with 6S tonight, recapping the Dusk Dominion War. So, this is an arranged war. Really thankful to the guys at Dusk Dominion. They came out of retirement, kind of, some of them, to do this war. They're going for their 250th. They're officially retiring the clan. And we're just really thankful that they chose us to do this with, and happy that we were able to give them a good war. It was fantastic. I'll show you a couple of the attacks for last minute. Both were very clutch, and it really did come down to the last seconds of war to determine who was going to win. So awesome job to both squads. Really, again, thankful for the opportunity to do this, and enjoy your retirement. Now I'm going to go through and do my usual thing. I'll do the Town Hall 11, the 10v10, and then some of the 9v9 triples. Um, I'm going to try to ignore the fact that I got a Town Hall 11 triple but failed a dip. So that doesn't make any sense, but I'll show you why here in a second. So if you see this base, this is one of the benefits of going up against a retired clan, is that they're using bases from a while ago when they used to play, right? They're not... So in case you guys haven't seen this one before, this is actually old Greg's base. I had warred against it back in my One Hive 2.0 days. I think it was even I saw it originally in the EWA Scrim event. So it's been around for quite a while. Obviously before I really started playing with miners, I didn't even have a Town Hall 11 back when I first hit this. But I knew exactly what I was going to do with it. There's an easy channel to get to the CC, so your risk management goes way down. And then there's also a huge value you can get for freeze. And I can't remember if I go freeze or if... I think I'd end up just funneling my heroes in and they can take out the baby drag really easily. So we'll go ahead and do a replay. I do take a freeze, and you can see the huge value. I did it on my last recap against Cockblogged, but you can really see there's huge value right there if I can get the freeze on that spot. So I use a minion to start off my funnel. It's going to allow my king and queen to go directly into that core where I want them to go. I start off with the miners, make sure that the warden is far enough away from my heroes that they don't lock on. And then you can see here, I get that freeze down, poison them. I'm late with those poisons. Usually they should go down before the freeze, because the baby drag's going to pop out of there and be kind of safe. So that was a bit risky. It does stay up for longer than I want it to, and I have to kind of do some risky freezing, but luckily the queen eventually gets there and takes it out before it's done too much damage. So that was my error. Could have cost me, but the miners pull through. The other thing that's weird is, you see those skeletons that pop up, and then that miner kind of is like, nope, screw you, eagle. I'm going to go and take care of them instead. So the eagle stays up for much longer than I would have liked to see it. But there's a lot of miners still left. And they're fairly spread out, and luckily the eagle's targeting the warden, so the groups of miners are safe at this point. Just point defense, they're going to kind of all converge. Even if that group that's over in danger right now dies off, there's still more coming. So now at this point, it's just clean up. But these bases, anytime you can get a good hero channel to the CC, that's not really the greatest current meta design for this reason. So I did that earlier in war. I think that was actually a fresh hit too, which was nice. We didn't have to waste any scouts. Psychonaut, who's actually a cache, don't worry, I'm not running Psy in any of our wars again. We struggled with our 10s, so that was definitely something that we had quite a few struggles. 99, 98, 73 there. I had a 95. So like super high percentages, but wasn't quite able. I think actually Tom's had a builder's hut, so he was frustrated with that one. So this is actually a 9.5, so I'm not going to show it. So no 10v10s, which is a little bit definitely a struggle for us. So I'm going to go through now and do the 9v9s instead. Tum Tums does this attack quite often. He's got the 7 healers with the Valks. Does a nice hero charge and then gets those Valks nice and funneled. Queen probably goes a little wider than he wanted him to. Probably wanted them to get into the core with the rest of the kill squads. They can meet back up. There's some smart thinking there, though, with the Baby Dragon to get in and take out that air D before they do too much damage to the healers. If you take a look, there's only one Valk left in there. I don't think there's a ton still left standing, but got a Rage left in the bag, gonna poison the heroes. And it's just basically gonna tank all the way through there. The Queen's gonna do a lot of work. So you got those healers working on that King. It's gonna keep it alive. A lot of tanking there, which is awesome. So a bit of a sketchy attack. A couple things went wrong, but able to pull it out. Nice hit, man. Six pack, right up top. Nice work. Different approach this time. Gonna go with the old school HGHB. And by old school, I mean meta from a couple months ago. By no means is it super old, but definitely not as popular as it once was. Just basically going to keep everything moving through the core. Those giants do kind of veer off, which isn't what you want. You want them tanking for the bowlers. But at this point, the bowlers have kind of almost taken over a bit of just a cleanup responsibility. The hogs are going to converge on the defenses that are left in the core and take care of them. So smart use of heals. Used them where you needed them, especially in that first group when giants got in trouble. And now it's just cleanup. Nice work, Tom. Ares, another guy with a six-pack, I think. Leadership this war did great. So again, I'm not sure if this is an older meta base, potentially. No, it's not. It's the Grenadinator. Definitely not. Just I'm surprised it's a bit tighter designed than I'm used to seeing at Town Hall 9, so maybe that's new meta. He definitely knows what he's doing in good clans, so guess we'll have to start watching out for some tighter designs. Gets lots of action, just smashing through that core, double jump. We're at 50% of the base gone. It kind of looks like it's died off at this point. There's not a ton going on left, but there's not that many defenses left, right? So loons are going to take out that arch tower easily. Cannon won't be able to do anything. And they should have enough to take care of that Wiz tower. If not, the Queen's going to be finishing up her cleanup, and then we'll take care of it. And if you see, there's actually 2 builders' huts here. That's going to take up a lot of time. Ares loves to make it interesting. Nice hit, man. Ares' second triple, I believe, is lower on the map, so we'll take a look at that in a second. Got a Shattered Lalo here. Good use of the golems to distract that Wiz tower. Got a good spot for the breakers to pop in. And pretty good value with that jump. Gets access to a lot of the base. One air D left for all those loons and hounds to take care of. That's going to be relatively simple. And he's got a rage left that he probably doesn't even need, but he's going to take care of it. Make sure we get the win. Clean up loon, which is smart for that backside. Nice hit, man. Good cleanup. That's going to be a 9.5, so we won't show that one. Here's Aries 6-pack. Interesting placement of the CC. Very easy to lure, so clearly that's an objective, and you saw how there wasn't the big troops. It wasn't a baby drag or anything. Be too easy to pull, so that's when you put in your smaller troops, because then it just takes forever for the attacker to pull all the troops out. Tons of action going on in that core. You got Valks, a bunch of bowlers, everything's still alive, and it's just gonna rip through that core. That's what it needed to do. There's not much else that's left. You got a loon that's gonna come out and take care of some stuff, but that kill squad was essentially the entire attack. Doesn't need the last heal. Nice attack, man. Solid. Yeah, heal the CC. Could use some health. Alright, we'll show one of Liam's. Man, leadership. Solid. That's why they pay you the big bucks. Look at the space that he got those bowlers to take. Usually they do really stupid stuff, but he was able to get them to commit to that small portion with funneling. Queen walked, I don't know. I don't think that would have been intentional. But he's able to get in there and do some great stuff. Both those air D are on the far side of the base at this point, so if he starts his leveling from this section, he's able to kind of sweep all the way across. And that air D has a sliver of health. As soon as anything gets on top of it, it's done. But yes, it gives it a run. Took out quite a few. Solid. Alright. Thunder. Gotta show one of my boy Thunder. 22 loons, so heavy investment in that. He's got 3 hounds, maybe one in the CC as well. So it might be a quad lava loon. We'll see. 5 haste too. He knows he just wants to keep on those loons motoring across the base. Look at the trade he did. Both heroes for the queen essentially, and a couple extra structures. Smart use, both the spells and the loons. Gets them across the dangerous areas quick. And finally is able to kind of converge on that last section. And there's so many loons at this point. Nothing's going to take them down. Solid attack, man. Alright guys, that's all I'm going to do for this one. Again, I know our leadership at 6S, I believe we're close to Dusk Dominion back when they were running. Personally, I'm too new, but I appreciate the opportunity to participate in this war. Wish you guys the best, and thanks for the awesome war. It truly was a nail-biter right at the end here. You can see we had our guy needed the 2 stars. We thought to win it, and we knew if we got his 2 stars, then we would have got the percentage, and he clenched it with a 50%. So, you know, I'm going to show that one just to kind of sign it off, because everybody was freaking out right at the end. We weren't sure. We knew we were up against it right at the end. He was able to pull it out. This is actually the first time watching this deck. I hadn't seen it since the end of war. So he does a great work with queen charge. He's able to set up that left side funnel. And then he sends in a shit ton of elks. Some of them do veer off and try to get through that wall, but most of them take where they need to go. Blade Drag causes some issues, but he gets the CC, or he gets the Town Hall, sorry. And then look what's left. He's got to get those 2 buildings that were orphaned out of the outside. He's got 4 breakers, which he does not need. Not going to provide him any value. 1 whiz that he can use on the builder's hut, probably on the far right, I'm guessing is where he's going to go. It's the only real play that he's got, I would think. Then you can do some distraction with the bowlers, or with the breakers. Where's he going to go here? Yeah, so he takes that one. He's going to get that army camp as well. And that's the game. Nice work, man. Tricky base. We weren't sure how to head up. So that is all, guys. Again, I've said it too many times already, but appreciate the war. Enjoy retirement. Next time, guys. Later.